Howdy, howdy. Hello, hello. Was what's good? Mambo jambo. How you doing, guys? I hope you're having a very nice, fantastic, and blessed Sunday over there. Starting my day on a high note. I hope you guys are doing good. You had a very good week, full of drama and juice here and there. You know, we're winding it down. So, did you go to church? Let me hope you did. But if you didn't, don't worry. Just make sure you connected to your creator. All right. There's a lot of things that have happened or has happened in the last couple of days. We talked about a few, most of them, and now looks like now the drama is getting into the climax and maybe the end of it. I don't know. Every day in a drama, though, there's no way that you can go without these dramas. If one goes away, another one comes. And so I really think that now what is happening here, it's a lot of hot mess, like a lot of hot mess. But from now dramas, the drama has reached a point where now it is a big mess, a lot of mess happening here. Rosio played her cards, she played her fake games, and now she's being busted for the same, Marwa and his sister, DEE MWANGO, escaped a meeting from the village, and looks like when people turned up, when they came to talk about that, CONDAD was trying to corner them. But I tell you what, they went really hard and they exposed everything. And as it stands right now, it's really a big mess. I'll be breaking down for you what went down in there and all that. And don't forget about DEE MWANGO's drama that she started. She came to Nairobi and started, filming the hotel and saying, I demand, I demand, I demand for my phone, I demand for this, I demand. Oh, demanding. Yeah. So I'll be talking about all that and how yesterday's demands went. What her demands got met or whatever. She took the so-called manager. I'm surprised that she didn't even know that wasn't the manager. That was just a cashier. She took her to the police. I expect that now she's going to arrest her now, get the S21 Ultra phone immediately. But hey, this is Nairobi, DEE MWANGO. This is Nairobi. Nothing's gonna happen with that speed, with that nonsense that you're trying to pull. I don't know. This is not the village. You can pull that threat card like telling someone in Nairobi that you're going to police. Like, bro, you better follow the procedure. And the madam was like, give me the IMEI and the serial number of the phone so that we can track it. Does she even know such a thing? Anyway, let's get from Rocio. She's getting cancelled and now she's out here crying because yeah, because her fake game has been exposed. And you know what? Do you know who exposed her? Marwa did. Marwa and DEE MWANGO did, and they did it perfectly nice to tell the world that this Argentinian baby mama was playing games with y'all. And now she's getting cancelled. Why is she crying? I thought now she was winning. Rocio, you better browse her because now what you're about to deal with, it's even, I don't know, 10 times what you dealt with last time. So whatever happened to your cheek, it's going to be double. Anyway, karibu sana. Welcome to another episode. Let's get started. My name is JT. This right here is JT Podcast. Welcome to another episode. If you haven't liked the video, you take a moment, okay? Like as you join in, subscribe if you haven't, okay? And I appreciate people who are subscribing, people who are joining the membership. Thank you so much for becoming a member of this family. And so, welcome. And I'm thinking about putting a little restrictions on my channel, my chats, because I've been getting a lot of concern from subscribers that intruders come and cause chaos. So I might as well make the chat section, the live chat, to be exclusively for members. You pay a few cents for you to chat on the chat, or I make it exclusively for a few subscribers. Not like a few, like subscribers who have been here for more than a month or so. I'm thinking about the best way to go with it. But in the meantime, I really want to apologize to all my subscribers for the mess that's been happening in the chats, because some people are misusing the freedom of expression that I have in my channel. So some of them come here purely to just cause chaos, and that is not my intent. The reason why I don't have moderators is not to allow everyone to come and empty that BS in the chat. No, is to allow that freedom of expression, have those control opinion and argument. That is what makes a conversation. We can't all agree. But now if someone becomes too much, I have to take an action. So I said, I'm thinking about, as you're watching this video, maybe you will see a few restrictions here and there. So if you don't meet the criteria, don't become sold, because sometimes we gotta do what we have to do. Anyway, that one aside, let me take you straight to the streets to show you what's popping. In the meantime, karibu sana, like the video as you join in, subscribe the channel. Subscribe to the channel, become a member of the channel. Yeah, let's go on. Anyway, so apparently Rosio was complaining that she wasn't feeling good. She was down with severe malaria. First, she started saying that it was fever, and that fever said that it was building up and that it was malaria. And it was not just malaria, but severe malaria. Severe malaria, for people who understand what severe malaria is not something that you can contract, or maybe you can, it's not something that you can get infected with and you have even the energy to type on text or say whatever. That is a very huge condition. And so when Rocio said that she is done with severe malaria, and I guess it was playing the cards to make sure that Maro comes here, because she couldn't go back to the village by herself. She wanted Maro to come and take her and make it look like, he came for her. But she got played in her own game, as I told you from before. So it had reached a point where subscribers don't believe what she was saying, and no, actually everyone is now beginning to question her games. At first, people didn't believe. People actually didn't believe that she wasn't sick, or maybe people wanted to know really what's happening. So what Marwa did, he just played along her game, came to Nairobi to see her, and when he arrived here, he didn't even talk about the sickness. He didn't show you the condition, because if she was that much sick, lying on the bed getting treatment or whatever, then Marwa could have shown, because they don't hide nothing. The fact that Marwa avoided that conversation at all, because he knew that Rosio was lying, like she was really lying through her nose. And what Marwa did was playing a smart game to expose her, bring her out as a bigger liar, as a manipulator, and all she wanted is attention and all that. So she was here appreciating people for prayers and donations, of course. They call donations prayers, okay? Send your prayers. Have you ever seen a prayer that is supposed to be sent on the PayPal or in account number? So the prayers that she was receiving now, she was here appreciating people and saying, yeah, and going hard on those people who didn't believe on her. They were asking, because she had to be asked. She hated accountability. So she was like, for those of you who don't believe that I was sick and they're saying I'm lying, I don't know, didn't you want me to get healed? I mean, you mean you didn't expect me to recover or whatever? I mean, that's just some nonsense, Rocio. It's not like people didn't want to recover. It's like we are wondering, like, how come that you are sick with severe malaria and you're under treatment? Hours later, we see you walking in the street going to see giraffe. Go to feed giraffe. It doesn't make sense. Not even that. Hours later, we see you in the shopping mall or whatever, trying to select some appliances that you like and giving out your preferences. It doesn't make sense. Even though Marwa says that those subscribers are mentally challenged, not everyone is. So Rocio, has realized that her nyash has been exposed, her lies have been exposed. Now she's trying to play sympathy and reverse psychology games to subscribers now to go hard on them, guilt trip them for questioning. So does it mean that people should just listen to your stories and say, oh, so you are sick, you demand prayer, or you ask for prayers in the form of money? So they send prayers with 0 questions asked. So when they ask these questions, Rocio is now going hard on them and telling them, why you guys don't believe that I was sick? Did you want me to die? Did you want me not to recover? It's not that. The thing is, nobody wants to believe your nonsense after MARWA and DEE MWANGO exposed you or put you in a position where you exposed yourself. So I was listening to her here and I listened to her keenly. I know she was speaking from frustrations and from, how can I say, shame of being exposed. So whatever the card she was trying to pull and say, I'm still not feeling well. You're still not feeling well at this moment, but you went to see Giraffe. Anyway, let me play this card. No card anyway. Let me play this. Whatever. Receipt. So we can get started from there. Likes, please.
I want to start this video by appreciating you all that were sending me hundreds of messages, because this day it was one of the hardest weeks.
Okay. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. It's like I have severe malaria. No, not severe malaria. Severe flu or severe cold. Rosio, give me your card, because I need to use your card to play this game. I tell my subscribers that I'm done with the severe flu. I see if they can come through for me and write me hundreds of messages and hundreds of prayers. Yeah. So how did it start, Rocio? Yeah, you've been receiving all that. How did all these things started? Because it doesn't make sense up to this moment. You realize that all MARWA did is to expose you, and now you're facing it up by yourself.
Weeks for me. I started with fever. Then I was keep coming back. I thought it was a flu, so I was taking some Panadol, and there wasn't too much result.
It's even crazier. Listen to Rocio explaining how she landed into that situation and in Nairobi, but she didn't even talk about that journey to Nairobi. She didn't even want to tell subscribers how she got herself in Nairobi and crying that MARWA is not there and MARWA should come there or whatever. She needs attention and prayers. Sometimes, okay, I know maybe there is private life and I respect that, but why do you want to involve subscribers at the end of it, but you didn't want them to be part of the journey, part of this process? How she came to Nairobi, of course, I know she just wanted to let that to be done by reactors, say whatever, because we have the intel. And I know she was leaking this information. If you didn't know, Rocio was the one who was leaking all those information to reactors so that they can help her play the game. So after realizing that her game has been exposed, now she's trying to play victim. So yeah, I started feeling fever. I started taking Panadol. Panadol is a painkiller, and all that, and now I found myself like it's out of hand, and it's malaria. It was down, and not just malaria, severe malaria. This is crazy.
For the fever, so then I found out it was malaria. By the time I let you know that it was malaria, I spent already like 3 days with fever and terrible state, so that's why I was so absent. I wasn't even using my phone, but I was receiving lots of messages.
By the time I let you know that I had malaria, it was like 3 days, and I remember those 3 days you had written it was fever. So how did you know it was malaria before? Rocio, it doesn't make sense. Before those 3 days, you had written something that you are done with fever, but you're okay, you're gonna be fine. We wait for a very nice vlog. And from there, you didn't do that vlog. You wanted MARWA to come. Then what you did is she went ahead and written that she's positive for severe malaria. And so that is to mean before she wrote that severe malaria, it was 3 days. And she said she couldn't even use her phone. And who was typing? Who was updating people? Who was receiving those messages? It's some pure lies. So Rocio what I think Rocio could have done if she was a member of this crew, of this of this team that reasons, what she could have done, she could have come clean and say, hey guys, you know what, I tripped, and I was playing my card because I wanted Marwa's attention. I wanted Marwa to come for me. I didn't want to go back to the village by myself because, you know, I will appear like so desperate, even though maybe I am. But I didn't want that to be looked like that. I wanted Marwa to come. But now because I've been exposed, what I should do is, please, I'm apologizing. I mean, people treat, people make mistakes. But she can't do that. She just wants to play along, play victim, even after being exposed. So the craziest part is when she realized that people don't buy her nonsense anymore. And maybe, I really believe that maybe Marwa been communicating with his subscribers, his solid team, underwater, just like he was communicating with them when she was giving birth. And when she realized that Marwa was telling them that she got tears and, you know, stitches, she got really mad. So I believe Marwa was communicating with these people, his closest crew, and telling them what's happening, that Rosio is playing games. So I believe that is why they went really hard on her, asking her, why are you playing games? Why are you lying? Why are you lying about something crazy like this? So all she was doing here is play victim and all that and all that. And the energy was off, taking her frustration to the park. Go tell people that they have a negative energy or whatever, they're congested. I mean, why do you go to a public place if you want privacy? Some things don't make sense, Lucy. Anyway, let me finish with this.
Of you being very worried because I wasn't posting anything. Even my family was worried, just trying to guess what happened. But thank you so much for all your support, all your messages.
I heard that Rosio even wanted to involve her family. That's why she's saying her family was worried about what was happening with her, and maybe they wanted to send a message. All Rosio expected is maybe if her parents could send a message, I believe maybe they did. Because if they were worried, then definitely they will ask Marwa, what's happening? We don't see our daughter doing well. Where is she? Or something like that, you know? And playing all that game until involving your parents, and it could be now a crisis, you know? And so after realizing that, these people realized that it was a whole game. So they wanted to ask her, you know, they wanted explanations. And from there, they're like, okay, let me play this. Give me a second.
For those who are
Right, all right.
saying goodbye.
So Rocio realized that people knew that she was lying, like big time. And it is not that a lot of people, because you see how Marwa and DEE MWANGO played this game. They wanted just to expose Rocio. How they came to Nairobi, all they did is they wanted to expose Rocio that she wasn't that much. Actually, she wasn't even sick. You know, she was out for her own frustrations and whatever happened in the village. So this thing called playing games with subscribers are telling them she was sick. It was a big fat lie, and all she needed is donations. Or maybe she was trying to test waters, you know. At this moment, I really believe that she's working on plan B. I'm really getting on it. If I get some information, I'll come back with it. So she was trying to test the first attempt to see, what if I try that I'm running away? Will Marwa be concerned? Will Marwa actually care? Will he come running after me? Will he do this and that? And now maybe she realized that, oh, she's a nobody. Marwa will never even waste his time coming running, looking for her. Now that is what's actually frustrating her so much, that after even playing all that game, even pulling these sympathy cards on the internet, nobody cares. His subscribers are cool. They're celebrating him and all that. They follow him wherever he goes. They don't care about Rocio. So now she's trying to, who's that? Anyway, forget about it. So she's trying to reverse it and now play victim and now go hard on subscriber for questioning the legitimacy, or maybe how can I say, if that thing she was saying it was genuine or not. What?
We say goodbye. For those who are telling me that I'm lying about my health, about the malaria, just because you see me recover, it's like you don't expect me to get well, or
No, Rocio, It's not that people are saying that you're lying, that they questioning, that they didn't expect you to recover. Now, we're saying you're lying because we could see someone who was down with severe malaria. You don't take 2 days to recover and get in the streets and go walk to feed giraffe. No. And even actually, who was taking care of it? Because she's in the hotel, not even in a hospital. She is in a hotel with severe malaria, getting treated with a baby. As sometimes, I don't know, maybe Maro is the one who misled you. Maro told you that, oh, our subscribers are really dumb, they are really slow, they can't even understand when you play games with them. We just need to say anything and they will buy it. All you need to do is to come here with just cook a story, play victim, and get donations, prayers. Okay, when you mention prayers, people will go and come through. So that is what she tried to do, and she played it until now, when she wanted to make Marwa look bad in his own subscribers, because by writing a post and saying she's very down with severe malaria, and now she expected subscribers to react or go hard on Marwa, because how come that Marwa is in the village while the wife, the so-called wife, with his son are somewhere unknown, and the wife is down with severe malaria, and people will go and Google what is malaria. Some other country don't know what malaria is, so they'll go and Google, they go research what is malaria, leave alone malaria, what is severe malaria. So they will go down and look at it and realize that this is something a very serious illness. It can really put you down. Some other times, some people go even lose their memories. Severe malaria, bro, it affects your nerves, it might affect even your conscience, your brains. So people are like, oh my god, if that is something that Rosio is suffering from, then Marwa is really, really inconsiderate. He need to act up real quick. So after doing that, trying to make Marwa look bad with his own audience, then all Marwa did is to flip the card, tell the subscriber that, see who's lying, it's not me. Immediately he landed to Nairobi. He didn't even talk about sickness, how he came, he grabbed the baby, went around and took Rocio to the store. And that moment, her energy was top high. It was top notch. All she was giving preferences of the fridge, the cooker she wants, all that. I don't like this handle, I don't like that. I want this, I want that, I want that. So nothing like sickness. They're back in a hotel, not even a hospital. I expect that Maru will come and film a video from a hospital where Rocio is getting treatment. So that is why she's going so crazy here, saying that, oh, you guys didn't expect me to recover and heal. Nah. Rocio, you've been busted. Your nyash has been exposed. All you should do is think about another plan. Think about how you should maneuver in these streets. Mara has beaten you. Mara and Rocio, Mara and DEE MWANGO, they really beat you in your own game. So sit down and think about another formula you should use. This one is done, completely done, like seriously done. So instead of Rocio going hard on subscribers that they didn't want her to recover, no, she need to really think about how to beat Marwa and DEE MWANGO in this game, because they've been here before for so long. They're the owners of the masterclass. You're just a student and you can't beat them unless you go extra smart. Ask ChatGPT to write you a good script. So this thing that Rocio is saying here, it's crazy. Let me repeat it.
For those who are telling me that I'm lying about my health, about the malaria, just because you see me recover, it's like, you don't expect me to get well, or what's wrong with you?
Oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you guys? You wanted me to lie. You wanted me to keep buying. You didn't want me to recover. Cut the BS, Rocio. Nice. Happy Sunday. Rocio, cut the BS. You can play everyone. Even though Maro told you that these people are mentally challenged, you can play all of them. Some of them really reason. There are people who actually are not tied to that. They are free. They come to react as they watch. They reason from how we presenting this, from how we reasoning. They come and listen to your BS. They say, no, this one does not add up. So you can play everyone. So, Rocio, What do you say?
But for the rest that pray for me and wish me the quick recovery was actually very effectively. I received intravenous, so that was fast. That was fast, and I finished my treatment already.
Wow. You finished your severe malaria treatment already, and you appreciate the tremendous messages of not condolence, oh my God, quick recovery, and the prayers that came in form of dollars and euros and pounds. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the thing is, Rocio realized that she has been exposed. There's nothing she can do. There's nothing she can do. So instead of taking her frustration to other people, she should take that as a challenge. Next time she try to play these games, she should be extra smart. I saw how she was going. She was going there with frustration to a park or a zoo, whatever she was there feeding giraffes, and she was giving those energies to people and say, "Oh, they're being aggressive, like they have zero thinking." I found that to be a little bit offensive. Like, how do you go to a public space and you expect privacy? Like, I don't want a crowded place. Why did you go there in the first place? I thought you were sick with severe malaria. I mean, Rosio, you should think about what you're doing there. I know you're watching these reactors, and you're watching me right now, and you want to know how you should maneuver in these streets. You used reactors to play MARWA and you won. But trust you me, they flipped the card real quick because you didn't know. You didn't think about the end game. You only thought about bringing MARWA to Nairobi, but you didn't think about the end game. So taking your frustrations to people right now is actually uncalled for. Because I heard how Rocio was saying that these people who are crowded here, they don't reason. They have zero thinking, and they don't give an F about whatever. And she was saying that being a crazy. I don't know, Rocio, you went to a congested area, a public space, and you want to be alone with a giraffe. Frustration was all over Rocio, and I could feel it. And I was like, no, ain't no way I can help. The only thing I can say is just go through it. It's your time. You made the bed, so you must lie on it. Right? Yeah. Let me play that. Let me play that. Before that, a minute.
I don't have the energy for so much people, but at least we were able to enjoy my shot with the giraffe.
I don't have energy for so much people. You don't have energy for so much people, then why did you go there to those so much people? I don't know if that is even English. I don't have energy for so much people, but I went to those so much people. Yeah.
Hit it, kid.
A minute.
I really hate crowded spaces. The best moment.
Just like we went at Rocio.
I really hate crowded spaces. Maybe I just wait for these big groups, because they are like big groups. They are wearing the same t-shirt.
I really hate so much people or crowded places, and you came there. So what do you expect? All the tourists to leave and move and leave you alone there with the giraffe? I don't know. But all that was speaking there is always in Rocio. It was just out of frustration because how she got past that, and now she was taking her frustration to people. Let me play this last one. No, commercials.
People get so excited and they don't give a.
You hear that? That was offensive. Like, people get so much excited and they don't give an F. And she was even about to say something crazy. You went there. Did they call you? Did anyone call Rocio to go there? She went there and she found people. So what did she expect? To just give her attention? Or she's another animal. She's another giraffe. So people should not be excited to look at the giraffe. They should be excited to see her and meet her. Crazy. This is not the village. Everyone there, if you don't understand, Rocio Rosio really get intimidated by real Muzungus, you know. So there were real Wazungus on there, even you can see on the screen over there. There were real Wazungu, real Muzungus. And now Rosio getting into that and seeing them there, it was a big frustration. And you were like, oh my God. So nobody's giving me no attention. These people, they come here, they are very aggressive, and they don't give an F about me, whatever. Yeah.
They can get rude and aggressive. How come?
They can rude and aggressive. How? I didn't see anyone who was getting rude and aggressive to Rocio, by the way. I mean, being honest, nobody was being aggressive and rude to Rocio. People are enjoying, people are doing their thing. It's normal to get for people to knock you here and there. I mean, they are moving up and down. So the movement, I don't know what Rocio expected. But anyway, Rocio doesn't like to see real Wazungus. She wanted to go to a place where, like a village where people are like, oh my God, look at a Muzungu, Rocio, with Esmeralda, onyx earrings.
Zero thinking.
Go home. Take one more.
Enough of Rocio. I really feel that was so offensive to say that these people have zero thinking because they are enjoying their money. You didn't pay for them. They're enjoying their money. So the bottom line is Rocio was frustrated. She was really frustrated with the whole thing, how she's been exposed by MARWA and Rocio and DEE MWANGO. So all she can do is play along the game, go back to normal, because those subscribers, they are likely to forget, and now maybe work on plan B. This plan A has really failed. Think about plan B. If you can actualize it, good. But as far as it is right now, you got nothing. Anyway, let me take you to DEE MWANGO, because speaking about drama, I'm going to brush on it because I'm going to relate this DEE MWANGO's drama to the village meeting that I'm about to talk about in a minute. And so DEE MWANGO went back because, okay, you know that everyone wants attention, right? Everyone wants attention. DEE MWANGO, Rosio, MARWA, everyone wants to be top of it. And if you realize, DEE MWANGO does not like it when Rosio gets attention more than her. She likes it. She can make something crazy just to make people look at her like the top of their game. You know? So she went back to the hotel, trying to intimidate the so-called manager. And to my knowledge now, what I've realized, this is not even the manager. She is a cashier. She even told Rocio, she told DEE MWANGO, do you know even I'm not even the manager? Matter of fact, I don't even know you. I've been... So she went there with the same BS, you know, yelling there and say, I'm demanding for my phone, I want it now. And it wasn't given to her. I really like how this madam handled this stuff this time around. You know, she was like, oh, so you may need to give us your information, you know, the information of your phone so that we can track it. You say you know your phone, whatever. So instead of going hard on me, Diana, give me whatever, okay? Give me the information of the phone so we track it. But if you want to go to police, I can accompany you. Let's go there. Look, I have an OB. You know, I don't know. DEE MWANGO is really is a Kenyeji. You know, a Kenyeji is a local. So she thought that just like she went to the police in the village, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. She went there to central police station here in Nairobi, took an OB. Now she came with a piece of paper with an OB, threatening these people like, I have an OB, I can arrest you. She should have come with the police this time around, not to come and yell at them. I like how Madam handled DEE MWANGO this time now, because how this intimidation that DEE MWANGO have been doing to villagers, she thinks she can do it to everyone. I'm not really supporting the idea that if her gadget got lost in this hotel now, they don't know how to give her. The thing is, if she follows the legal and the right procedure, she has the right to get her gadget, you know. But I don't really advocate for that approach that she's doing, like pull there with a camera, put them on their faces. First of all, you're recording someone without their consent, you know, and now you're trying to embarrass her. You're trying to, you know, you're causing chaos in a hotel. I mean, DEE MWANGO. Anyway, madam, thank you for handling DEE MWANGO accordingly this time around.
100,000. Do this, Diana.
A minute. Diana. Don't even call her DEE MWANGO because that is nonsense. Call her Diana. Diana Mwango.
Samsung Ultra S21.
Do this, guys.
Please give me my phone.
Listen to me. Do this. Give me the MI, is it called? Email of the phone and the serious. We
Give me my phone.
tracking the phone.
Yeah, very nice. Give me the IMEI of the phone and the serial number of the phone so that we can track it. Okay? Just give me, you said you bought it, you know the price of the phone, 100K, right? I spent $100,000 on that. You know, it's like $1,000 on that thing. So give me my phone. The madam was like, give us the details of the phone because this police thing that you're trying to threaten us with, we are not villagers, DEE MWANGO. So give us the information of the phone so that we can track it. DEE MWANGO is like, nah, you guys, don't you have CCTV? Go there and look at the CCTV. I don't know if DEE MWANGO understand that even if a place, a premise have cameras, CCTV cameras, those are called security cameras, right? You don't just go there because you want to look at something. Sometimes you need to get a police order, like not police, like a court order to access the camera. Even if something terrible happened in a hotel and someone just want to go and look at the cameras, no, you don't get a footage from you don't go and get a CCTV footage from the management or whatever from a premise because you just want to go and look at it. No, you need to follow a procedure. Go to the police, proceed to the court, get an order, a court order. They come and look at the CCTV footage. They see if you indeed left your phone or what happened, where the phone went or something like that. A procedure has to be followed. You just don't come here and yell orders at them and say, I'm giving you 5 minutes to produce my S21 Ultra phone. I bought that for 100,000 Kenyan shilling. That's more than $1,000 or whatever. Bro, people have phones. People have phones, bro. I mean, DEE MWANGO followed the procedure. So at least Madam tried to play the game with the DEE MWANGO the same way that she wanted to go. I like how these people are handling now the villagers this time around. It's now paid what? Rosio played the game, she got played in the same game. DEE MWANGO now bringing here chaos, and now she's being played in her own game. You want to go to police? Let's go, okay? But I can't just go to access CCTV footage because you demanded. No, you got to follow a court order.
That's what I want.
If I could be having it, I could.
You know where it went. Even the video that I shot, everybody said you look very guilty.
Listen to that madness of DEE MWANGO. Even the video that I shot, I put you on the video. I showed the public without your consent. And I put you to embarrass you. Everyone is telling me that you're looking guilty. I don't know if Madam looks at these kind of things. Maybe she need to take an action, countersuit DEE MWANGO. Why do you come and post me and without my consent? And you telling me that now I'm receiving a global attention and people are telling me, they're saying that I'm looking guilty. So is that even a justification that this Madam have DEE MWANGO's phone? Like looking guilty? Like I recorded you and I posted you, and everyone who's watching the video, they say you look guilty. It's because she doesn't want to go the way that DEE MWANGO is going. Anyway.
Very, very guilty. So I'm here to demand for my phone. You know where it was. Seriously, when nilikuwa hapa na madam, what did madam?
Okay. Okay. Access the CCTV.
There's CCTV cameras in this hotel. Why can't you go and check who took my phone from the office?
Authority to check the CCTV.
But do you have the CCTVs here?
Madam has.
Then why don't you people check and give me my phone? You have CCTVs in there everywhere. Guys,
DEE MWANGO, are you telling the world that you don't even know what happens? I thought MARWA has a CCTV. You can just come and access a place as premise CCTV footage because you just want to look at something. No. That is supposed to follow. That is a security thing. You need to follow a very legal procedure before obtaining any footage from there. Because I know all DEE MWANGO wanted is to go and showing that obviously she had to put a camera on that CCTV footage or maybe whatever screen, record what was the footage. Now rewind. Let me see what was coming in. That you're trying to expose other people's business because maybe someone was coming there with someone's wife. Maybe Rosio was sneaking in there with Gitiriba. I'm saying maybe. So if that CCTV footage shows something like that, don't you know that you're putting their lives in danger? So there are things that you have to consider. You don't just go and demand to access the CCTV footage because you lost your S21 Ultra. That's nonsense. Follow a court order. Anyway, madam, what did you tell DEE MWANGO?
Guys, there's a CCTV there. Every corner you go is CCTV everywhere. Why can't they just check? CCTV mnipatia simu
This
yangu.
is what we want to do, Diana.
Where have you been all this time? It's over 2 months.
My
What have you been
cannot
doing?
access the CCTV. The only
What
person
have,
who can
you are
access
the manager. What have you been doing for
cannot
over 2
access
months?
the CCTV.
So DEE MWANGO, I don't think that all she wanted is to just film a video. I don't know if this madam understands that she's been used for content, because DEE MWANGO is not even interested to know anything of explanation or whatever. All she needs is to make this drama go for a long time, and tap donation from it. People get, yo, we can help you, we can do this, get this money, go to police, what do you need, stuff like that. So if I was the madam, I'll have sued DEE MWANGO, take her to, because she's causing drama, she's causing chaos to someone's business. You come here for maybe an hour, put the whole business at pause because you want to cause drama, and you record and go and post. You make money from it, we don't make money. Our business is standstill. So, I don't know. So madam says, I haven't been here for a very long time, for 2 months or something. So, if you want to, let's go to police. And the man was like, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. If you haven't been here, that is none of my business. All I need is my phone. I demand.
Today, why you didn't ask for all those details? You see the pictures? I've not been around. 2 months? Yes, over 3 months. My dad had to wait for me to deal with the issues. I had my own personal issues that I was dealing with, Diana. But it has been too long, you know that. It is not long. You don't know the issues that I've been going through. Is it not too long? It is not. It is not. Since April until now. Speaking with
Madam telling DEE MWANGO I have my own personal issues I'm dealing with. So it's not like I have to sit down and think about your phone without handling my issues. DEE is like, I don't care. I don't care about your issues. I don't care about your personal issues. All I'm demanding for is my phone. Madam was like, oh, you want to go to police? Let's go to the police. Let's go to police. You're saying that you have an orb, you want to arrest us. Let's go to the police.
what I was going through, it was not. What you're going through has no connection with my phone. Because I had to come and follow up. Diana. And you lie. I will call you. I will call you.
Let's see what happened to the police. Let me show you there before I head to village, because I'm connecting this with what happened in the village, because this is the same approach that DEE MWANGO wanted to use, what she applied in the village, and now that is boiling in the village. That is the same method that she wanted to apply here in Nairobi, and now she's frustrated because actually people don't tense when you mention police. Nobody tense. It's not the village where people see police and they pee in their pants. No. If people want to listen, we can go to court, you can listen to this. People will hire lawyers and handle your case. Madam is challenging DEE MWANGO. You're talking about your phone. Give the information, the IMA, and give the what? Serial numbers, so that we can track the phone. She doesn't even know anything like that. So how? Yeah, let's go to police and see what happened there. And see if DEE MWANGO got justice that she was looking for, because she said, oh, police saved me. Police saved you where? Police saved you where? DEE MWANGO, where?
Now, guys, I'm going to the police station. Then I will let you know. But the truth is, they need to give me my phone. That is it.
Okay. We are going to see what is going to happen. But the truth, they need to give me your phone. But they went to the police. Nothing happened. They need to follow the procedure. It's not like you're going to command police to do what you want them to do. From there, she didn't even get her phone, because all she expected is they go there and the madam gets jailed, and now they demand the phone. It's like it's not allowed. She's not handling the hotel. She's handling a specific person, the madam who is now saying to be the manager, but she's not the manager. She's actually the cashier. So whatever happened there, didn't give DEE MWANGO the phone. She's from the police, frustrated.
Guys, I'm from the police station. It's at least I feel better because the officer that I got there handled the issue the way it's supposed to be handled. So we've given them a deadline by 5th of August. They need to give me my phone, okay?
5th of August. I thought it was supposed to be 5 minutes. Not today, but yesterday, 5 minutes of yesterday. You didn't get the phone. Giving the deadline, it doesn't mean, DEE MWANGO is lying. definitely, that they gave them a deadline for up to August 1, 5th of August. I mean, that is when they need to come and handle the case, not that they will be giving you the phone. Obviously, you have to follow the procedure. You didn't give Madame specifically, you didn't give her the phone to keep, okay? If it's about the case, the hotel, I guess DEE MWANGO doesn't understand. When you sue a company, you don't sue a specific person. Even if that person is the manager, the CEO, the director of the company, they're not part of it. You handle the company as a different legal entity, you know, a separate entity. So the hotel, you can take the hotel to court. So you'll handle the hotel as an entity, not the madam, not the CEO, not the owner of the hotel. So that is what DEE MWANGO doesn't understand. If you want to go the legal route and now use the village method, hey, I have the police or be read here, I have to arrest you. No, you can't do that. You know, you can go to police, and this is Nairobi. So 8th of August, they will need you to come from wherever you will be, come and handle this issue. Then you go to court, talk about that, and after all, you spend a lot of money, DEE MWANGO. By the time you realize that you're not getting your phone, you'll be much frustrated, and the hotel will go on like that. Even though, I mean, I feel sorry for you to lose your S21 Ultra. But now your approach is really off. I mean, just learn, because this is the same thing that DEE MWANGO is. This is the same thing that DEE MWANGO is using. DEE MWANGO and the family, they're using to handle the villagers in the home. You know, threaten them with police, even though they're completely wrong. Yesterday, when I was listening to the baraza, which I'm gonna break it for you in a second. The CONDAD was saying a lot of gross BS over there, because that is how they've been acting. And now, because villagers have decided to come together, they really said a lot of stuff there, and it may turn out that maybe they may handle these people differently from how they expected. And so from this police station, she didn't get nothing what she wanted. She was frustrated. And I listened to DEE MWANGO and MARWA, how they were saying that they don't have time to quarrel and argue with the villagers. Like, seriously. Okay. So here. Okay. It was here. MARWA and DEE MWANGO are saying they don't have time to argue and quarrel with villagers. They just ran, they literally ran from the village to come and hide in Nairobi. Now DEE MWANGO is trying to use the same method she's using in the village with his CONDAD. But I like how the villagers are now waking up, and now whatever they are doing right now in the village is actually a very good move. It's a good initiative. Whenever they want to handle something, they will need to come down and involve the whole community. They talk it out, and now they fix it. They will finish this intimidation from the Ondaris, because I heard how Ondaris was speaking. I was like, oh my God, this man. Anyway, let's finish with this.
Big boy purchase.
Big boy purchase.
Mara does like this big boy purchase.
You see, guys, when you're thinking about things like this, you don't have time to quarrel with villagers and
people and haters. No.
So when you're buying a fridge, when you're buying a cooker, you don't have time to quarrel with villagers. A villager is always a villager, bro. It's not, you know, a lot of people have this thing that you're buying right now. People have been using them. There are people who are born, there are people who are born in this environment, that they found fridges, they found cookers. They grew up with using this gadget that you guys are buying right now. So don't make it look like, so people who don't own them, they're just low class or whatever. Now, because you're buying a cooker, you have time to argue with villagers. Villagers, they demand for their, they need their justice be done. You can't come and ride on them, because force people to give your land because you need to pass tracks there. So that was stupid, listening to that. Anyway, let me take you to a video that I saw from Ernesto. Big shout out to Ernesto. And from when you finish watching this video, you can go check Ernesto's video that I shared in my community post. I'm gonna leave a link in the description here and in the pinned comment. Go and check this video from Ernesto. But if you find a trouble understanding what's happening here, I'm not gonna explain word by word, bit by bit, the whole thing, but I'm gonna break it down, summarize what happened in that committee, that committee, that meeting. I'm going to summarize what went down there because it's a long thing, and I just want to make it real quick and explain to you what went down there, because you're interested to know. You heard people are fighting there, CONDAD is being aggressive, and the villagers are waking up asking, oh my God, what is CONDAD doing? You know, so I'm going to break it down for you and let you know what is happening. In the meantime, please like the video for me and subscribe if you haven't, and let's get on it. So yeah, Ernesto, here's the video, and I'm gonna play parts that are really interesting, maybe, I don't know, interesting or important. Yeah, that's the thing. So that you get to hear, you get to understand what was going down there. So in a nutshell, in a summary, they just came down to talk about this in the recent events that DEE MWANGO and MARWA wanted to pass their materials to their construction site, and they were knocking people's gates down, they were knocking fences, they were working on people's plants and vegetables. And so these people were reacting. What DEE MWANGO did is she ran to bring police and arrest the people who are complaining. And you remember the last case where you saw a clip where I've been playing this clip of Marwa and Gunmo fighting Mogesi and the uncle. So the uncle was even here crying and showing people. He was claiming that Marwa and Gunmo, they beat him with a log of tree. They injured him, you know, and he was even showing that they did that. And that it was after he came complaining that, why are you guys doing this to me? This is my personal land. This is not a community land. And there was a very good man there, a very wise man over there with a blue shirt. When he stood to speak, he spoke some real good fact there. He said, he asked a very good question, a very good question, that this road that is bringing chaos here, is it gazetted? Is it on the map, on the public roads map? They said no. Well, so what is this road? They say this is a road that the owner of the land opened for his personal use, and he uses how he wants, because if he doesn't want people to pass there, they can destroy the crop, then that is it. So he was asking, if that is a personal property, then why is Ondari and the children are forcing to use it without even involving the owner? And when the owner is reacting, they take him to police. That is so wrong, you know. So they were over there, they were speaking. And one thing that I listened to CONDAD, because he was the first to speak in this video, when he stood to speak, the most ridiculous thing that he said is he didn't even know, like he wasn't even aware that there was supposed to be a meeting here. So he was ambushed. He woke up and he was passing by. He saw people crowded here. He was like, what the hell is going on? Why are people crowded here? When he passed through, he passed by, and he found that people are sitting on a baraza, and he was like, let me listen to what these lunatics are talking here. And now he found that they are discussing about the children's DEE MWANGO and Maro. So when he was given a time to speak, he brought a lot of nonsense over there. He spoke a lot of things, and the villagers, they stood up, they rejected. They said no, that's not how it's supposed to be done, because how Ondari was making it look like, the villagers are so much behind, because they don't understand that roads are development. That's what he was saying. The roads are development. Even when I came here to this land to start building my own place, I was having a very rough time constructing my house, and now I had even to start, I don't know. I would go for my materials using wheelbarrows, and another man was down there making a ridiculous comment and saying, no, Ondari, you had a donkey. You had a donkey called Toto. Don't lie that you were struggling. You had a donkey, Ondari. You remember the donkey called Toto? Go watch Maro's video. You search in Maro's channel, Toto. You'll find a donkey. Anyway, so that was it. Ondari and these people were having push and pull. They were discussing, they were arguing. And now it turns out that Ondari and his children, Maro and DEE MWANGO, they are on a real wrong side, because the road that is giving here villagers problem, it is not a public road. It's not gazette. It's not on the road, on the map of the public roads. Matter of fact, there is a road down there on DEE MWANGO's site. I mean, just some meters down there. There's a public road there that is supposed to be used publicly, but they've ignored it. They just want to pass straight to people's property. And now I suspect that from this point, and now maybe they may end up using Gitiriba's place, because if all these people refuse, then maybe who's left? Gitiriba. Anyway, let me start playing this and explain to you what was happening here. Yeah.
Chief, asante.
So I heard that from other information that the CONDAD is a cousin to the chief. So when chief gave CONDAD a space to speak, CONDAD was speaking like he's entitled. He ran the city. He ran the tape. So he was so much entitled until this other man stood to speak. Listen to this nonsense first of all.
Mimi sikujua kuwa kuna mkutano hapa.
So he said, mimi sikujua kuwa kuna mkutano hapa. I didn't even know there was a meeting here. Actually, I wasn't aware. I was passing and I saw people here. I was like, oh my God. I may need to play on some big speed because I'm translating to you, so you don't have to listen keenly. So I'll be translating.
Niko napita pale nikaona watu wako hapa nikasema ala kuna nini? Ndio nikaja hivi. Mambo ya njia.
All right. I didn't know there was something here. There was a meeting until I was passing there, and I was like, oh, what's happening? Anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna play like word by word. I'm gonna show you the most important part so that we can talk about it. Ernesto, the commercials, man. But thank you for this video. Big shout out to you.
Nimesema mimi sina lila ambalo ninajibu hapa.
You hear? So CONDAD is saying, mimi sina kile nitajibu hapa. I have nothing to answer your here. I don't have nothing to answer you. Like I'm not answerable to y'all. Because CONDAD was speaking with a lot of authority, like arrogance, and I don't know why he was speaking like that. Because first of all, he come to a meeting and tell people, I didn't even know that you had a meeting here. Seriously. And given a chance to speak is like, me, I don't even think I have anything to answer you all. All I can say is,
mimi nimekuja hapa nikapata njia ikipita, sikujua ilianza mwaka gani, iliwekwa na nani, sikujua hiyo mambo mimi.
He says, when I came to this village, I found this road here, not like a road, a footpath. I found it here, and people are using it. So I didn't know who put it, whose it is, who it belongs to, and what is the whole story behind it. So when I found the road here being used, all I did is I started using it just like any other person. So I didn't bother to ask who is using this or who I should approach and stuff like that. Whatever. So the most barbaric thing I heard from CONDAD, he said, even when I started using the road, there was a mother here, a late mother, who used to bring troubles here. When I using this road, and there was a road here, and when I used to pass here material, this mother used to come and lie on the road. That now she's blocking the road, we can't pass. I told the driver, if I was the one who was driving that truck, I would run over her. And I held my head. I was like, oh my God, am I listening to that? Did he actually say that? Like on that, it says that if he was the one who was driving that truck and someone stands on the road or lie on the road, even if she's an old woman, protesting or maybe saying, no, don't pass on my road, I would run over her. That's what I would do. Oh my God. And now I understand where the arrogance and all these things come from. If that is Ondari speaking in the council of men here, telling them, if he was the one who was driving that truck and a woman sleeping on the road said, don't pass on my road, I would run over her with the truck. Bro.
Nakumbuka wakati mama marehemu ameleta shida pale. Mimi mwenyewe siku moja nimekuja na gari nikileta mawe hapa, mama kalala njiani. Nikamwambia driver ingekuwa ni mimi ningepita juu yake.
So he's saying, nakumbuka mama marehemu alikuwa akileta shida. I remember a late mother who was bringing chaos here, and I was bringing my materials. She was sleeping on the road. And I told the driver, if it was me, I would pass on her. I mean, why don't you walk on her? Why don't you pass that? Just drive. Walk on her. What is this old woman doing on the road? Please walk on her. And driver was like, hell no, we can't do that. He was like, nah, I say if it was me, I would have done that. So you can only imagine how deep is this thing. No, the man said, no, don't do that. Okay. Hey, okay. Then, according to Ondari, he said later on, Ondari did what he did to that mother, and she had to surrender until when she died, the last time. But you can only now understand why DEE MWANGO and MARWA are trying to force people on their properties, because even Ondari used to do that. And even before that mother died, she used to process. She used to say, no, don't do that on my land. This is my personal clause. If you have to use it, at least ask. But Ondari is like, bro, just pass on her. Just just run on her, run over her. I mean, she's sleeping on the road, and this is her track. You mean that you can run over her? If it was me, until she had to surrender. And now connecting that to another part where there was another man called Mzee Titi, Mr. Titi. Okay? So this Mzee Titi used to make potholes in the road. The other Mzee that you heard them saying that this Mzee, they had him arrested and they went down the road. He had him signing that I will never do that until I die. So they blackmailed him. I don't know what they did, because Chief is the cousin to these people, to these Ondaris. So all CONDAD was trying to do here, in a nutshell, CONDAD was standing to say that now he owned the authority, and he do what he want there, and people should not stop him. And he was giving examples of a woman who was bringing chaos here. She was lying on the road, and CONDAD was like, I can run over her, until she had to stop, until when she died, And now there's another man called Mzee Titi, used to do the same thing, bringing chaos here, stopping the trucks, stopping the road from operating. And what Ondari did, he called the chief, because the cousin sat down and they had him blackmail, written a paper and signing and putting thumbs or whatever, fingerprints, saying that I'm never going to do that again. If you find me doing that, now you have the power, permission to do whatever you have to do with me. So this is all they've been doing. And that's why you see DEE MWANGO is so arrogant. She thinks that she owns the police, even the police in the central Kenya. So she can come here and threaten people like, you got police, I'll do this and that and that. So that is exactly what they do. So let me play this part from Ondari, another thing that he was saying, that because it's a whole thing, is a whole long video, so I'm not gonna like play bit by bit, a whole of it. I don't know. Is that so? I don't know. No. I guess I'm playing a different one. Just a minute.
Baadaye Mzee Titi vile chifu alisema alianza kuweka nini mitaro njiani. Nilichukua hatua. Nikakutana na Chief Gregory. Vile chifu amesema.
You hear? So baadaye, that is to mean later on, Mzee Titi, that is Mr. Titi, old man called Titi, used to make potholes on the road. He will go dig holes on the road, and he was doing that. So Ondari had to contact the chief, Mr. Gregory, to sit down with this guy and make him sign papers and put fingerprints there and say, I'm never going to do that until I die. So that's how they managed to, to handle him. And so they use his road, they use his land, they use his property, because he can raise a voice, because he was blackmailed by these people. But now the villagers have taken this enough, and now they're like, no, we can't keep quiet about this. There's no way.
Alirudi akaongea na hata aliandika chini kwa hakuna siku mpaka Yesu arudi atachimba mitaro pale, na nina hiyo copy niko nayo.
You hear? So he was telling people, this man, Mr. Titi, he had to sign down papers, and even I have those copies in my home right now. It's like a form of threat to tell the villagers that, you know what, we run this place, we run this village, and if you mess up with us, I can have you arrested or whatever, have the copies. So if that man comes threatening us, stuff like that. So it was a whole thing, and even I heard him saying that his reasoning is different from the villagers. I mean, seriously, let me play that as the last of it. Like, I reason differently from villagers. I was like, oh, seriously, I didn't know.
Mimi mawazo yangu ni tofauti sana watu wengi. Msichana wangu hawa.
You hear, like, my reasoning is really different from a lot of people here. Like, you know, mawazo yangu ni tofauti kuliko watu wengine. Like, the reason why he said that is because he says that according to him, he treats all his children equally. Being a girl, being a boy, they all equal to him. So he gave DEE MWANGO a land to build because he believed that even a girl should be given land, but according to our society, our culture does not allow that. So that's why he said his reasoning, his thinking is different from the villagers there. So he gave DEE MWANGO a place to construct her house there, and so that's why she wants to do her thing. But villagers are stopping her to do that. Why? Because even it's constitutional that a lady should be given property or inheritance from home, from his parents, from her, not his, from her parents. So that's what he's doing. So this whole thing as it's going down like that, I heard him saying that when Mr. Matiko called him, the first time that they ran on the trucks ran on his property and they destroyed, Mzee Matiko called him, come and see how these trucks are doing this. He went there, and what he said that he looked at it, it wasn't that big. I mean, they had knocked the bananas down, they had knocked some like crops, vegetables, and he looked at it, was like, it wasn't that big. So that is what he responded. And so what he said, I went there. I even went there with Gintu. He said that when Mr. Matiko called him, he went there with Gintu. They saw that, and they say it wasn't that big. So he didn't care. Until now, it's now too much. They had to fight and stuff like that. The matter is in no court. And he said because now they took it to court, he doesn't want to get involved. I play this for you. I'm trying to summarize what's happening because I can't really talk about the whole thing. I'm trying to summarize the most important parts so that you understand what was happening there. From from a plain point of view, that was bragging and making it look like the villagers are so much behind. They don't even understand the importance of roads. They don't understand why he's doing this, why the villagers are doing, why his daughter, no my God, why his daughter is building over there. And so they should wake up, and just how he handled the other woman who was sleeping on the road, just like he handled another man called Titi. He can handle anyone in the village. But I like how another man stood to speak. He said, actually, before that, let me play this, that he said, when Mr. called him, he went there, he saw that it wasn't that big.
Total.
Oh, Mogesi, Ernesto, your video has a lot of commercial.
Siku moja huyu mzee Matika amenipigia simu. Akaniambia kuna gari imepita hapa na imeharibu ndizi yangu na imekanyaga mboga za mama. Kwa kweli nilienda mpaka huko. Niliona iligusa ka ndizi.
Right, all right. And someday this man Matiko called me. When I went there, I saw it was a slight thing that Kandizi, ndizi is banana plantation, okay? So Kandizi does mean a very small banana plantation banana plant that was hit. So it wasn't that big to make it a matter. So that's how it was. Anyway, I'm gonna jump to another part where there was another man who stood to speak, and he spoke some really good points there, because Ondari said a lot of things, and even he told villagers that roads are real small things. Taking a small portion of their lands won't cost their lives, just like you had Marwa telling Kitiriba, taking a small portion of your land will not cost your life. Barabara ni vitu vidogo sana. I mean, those lands are small things. You should not be quarreling about these small things. It won't cost your life. Kitiriba, this small portion of land, it won't cost your life. look at the bigger picture. That's what Ondari was telling them. Isn't vitu vidogo vidogo, okay? These are small things, you know. Anyway, there's a very good man here who stood to speak, Mr. Chacha. Let me play that part where he stood to speak and he said some real good points here. Forget about Ondari. I'm just trying to summarize for you what went down here. All right, so Mr. Chacha, when he stood to speak, Mr. Chacha is a brother to whatever, to the uncle, to Mogesi's or Ernesto's uncle, okay? That is Mr. Matiko. So this is Mr. Chacha in the blue shirt. When he stood to speak, he was really making some real good points and asking Ondari, you guys, do you mean that this road that is bringing chaos here, is it gazetted? Is it on a public space? Is it a public road? And people are saying no. Then why is it bringing problems? Why don't you follow the procedure? Because initially when Ondari was here, when he wanted to build his house here, he could ask villagers because he was like a new person in the village. He came from Kisii, so he's not an original resident of this village. So at that moment, he could involve villagers. Hey, Mr. Chacha, Mr. Matiko, I was requesting so that you can allow me to pass material here because I'm building down there. Some of them will give him a permission, some of them will not, and you have to use his donkey called Toto and wheelbarrows to, transport his materials. But right now, because, children are super rich and he has money and he has sugarcane and he's brewing changa, now he says that he has money, he has the power. He doesn't need to ask them nothing. So this man asked a very good question here.
Thank you. Nataka niulize Matiko swali. Matiko uko hapa? Mimi nakuuliza hivi, hii njia iko katika map? Haipo.
So Mr. Chacha was asking Matiko a question that, let me ask you, Mr. Matiko, a very good question. I want to ask you that, is this road gazetted on a public space? Is it recognized by the public or maybe the road agencies? Is it a public road? Matiko said, no, it's not. That is my personal road that I open to access my home. So people should not make it look like it's a public road and they should use it by force, by fire. Okay?
Kama haipo, wale ambao wanataka wapitishe mizigo wangekuja kwako wakuombe wafungulie njia wapitishe kile wanataka wapitishe.
Right. So Mr. Chacha is telling you, if that is true that the road is not on the public map or it's not on a map like a public road, then the people who wanted to pass their material here, all they needed to do is to approach you, come talk to you, so that you allow them to pass, because it's your personal property. It's your personal property. It's not like a public place. So they needed to come and ask you. And you heard how the people that are humming on the background, they were saying, yeah, that's right, that's true, that's what they needed to do. But Ondari said, actually, according to Ondari, Ondari said that if they want to pass a road even in his personal property, in the middle of his compound, because roads are development, whoever doesn't understand that is really behind. So if you don't understand that roads are development, I don't know how to help you. Because me as Ondari, if you want to pass road, for example, if a road want to pass in my property, personal property, even in the middle of my compound, I'll allow that to happen. I was like, seriously. That's what Ondari said. I don't know if I can play that just to make it make sense, Yeah, let me play that before I come back here.
Njia ni maendeleo. Bila njia hakuna maendeleo.
Njia ni maendeleo, that means a road is development. Without road, there are no developments.
Hata wakulima tunaenda shambani tutapitisha vyakula wapi kwenda sokoni? Lazima tupite.
Even the farmers who have their crops, they want to take them to the market. Where will we pass them our crops?
Njia tunazopita sio kama shamba yetu.
The roads that we are using are not in our lands. It's not in our plots. It's not in our personal lands. We use other people's lands.
Ni mashamba ya watu. Sasa mimi naomba hivi, Hakuna siku mimi huyu hata leo hii niambiwe njia itapita katikati ya hapo. Nitasema basi.
You hear? Even me right now, if people come and tell me the road is supposed to pass in your personal property, all I can say is okay. So that is what Mr. CONDAD was saying. But when the other man stood to speak, Mr. Chacha, he asked, is this a personal space we're talking about, or is it a public space? And they told him it's a personal space. Then he was like, all right, so if that is a thing, then why are we making it like a deal, like a big deal that we have to insist, we have to make it like they have to use it by force, by fire? Why are we applying force? You know, why are we applying force?
Kwa vitu vingine tuwe tunaomba watu wanaketi chini, tumekuwa family moja na kinondani.
You hear that? Let's be using dialogue. Let's sit down, just like we sat down here. We can sit down and talk these things before it gets worse like this. We are now a family with the Ondaris, even if the Ondari, you know, now my thing. Okay, the reason why he's saying that we are now a family, like one family with the Ondaris. You know, Ondari was not an original resident of here. He came from whatever, like Kisii, okay? And he bought this land with a con mom. So that's why Mr. Man is saying we are now like a family with the Ondaris. So we can sit down and talk without using force. Why is Ondaris trying to use force?
Hata wangekuja kwa Matiko angekataa. Matiko angekubali wapitishe kile wanataka wapeleke. Maana hiyo kitu Matiko alifungua kuja kwake. Sio alifungua ipitisho kila mtu anataka anapitisha kila mtu anataka.
Right, you hear? They could come to Matiko, ask him, because Matiko opened that road for his own personal use. It is in his property, so it's not like he opened for the public to use. So do not make it look like now Matiko is resisting or maybe trying to block a public road. No, this is his. Actually, they were speaking just beside that road. They just held this meeting just at the roadside of that road that has a problem. Okay, so I really liked how these other people they were presenting the case and making it look, because Ondari actually. I realize now the biggest problem is Ondari. And when you see how DEE MWANGO is acting, even in Nairobi right now, how DEE MWANGO is trying to act, like threatening people to use police, you know, and force to get what she wants, is because maybe the father, Ondari, has told them that they can use force in everything. Whether it's something that is legal or whatever, you can use force. And so these men were really trying to ask themselves, why are we fighting with the Ondaris every day? And it's not even a public thing. This is a personal thing. And so why is Ondari trying to make it an issue with his children? It's not right, you know. It's really not right.
Kila mtu anakatalia plot yake. Kwa nini wanataka kulazimisha kwa kitu ambacho hakiwezi?
Why are you trying to force on something that is not supposed to be? I mean, you need to come and talk to the man. When he accepts you use it. If he doesn't want you to use it, then that is it, because it's not a public road. You approaching me does not mean that I need to give you. If I say no because of my personal reason, then you have to respect it, because this is my personal property. How many times have you seen Ondari assaulting people? Have you heard that Ondari assaulted people, the likes of Alex? Why not Alex? Because of trespassing. And this is trespassing, actually. Even that man was saying, then if that road is not on the public gazette or public map, then that is trespassing. He can arrest you all. Then even, bro.
Ni makosa mnatumia. Kwa mnaomba watu njia. Hata mimi mkicha mnataka njia. Mtaniomba, nitakubali mpitishe kile mnataka.
Right. So there was a part here that the same guy, Mr. Chacha, was suggesting to Ondari, telling him there is a public road down there. Okay? There's a public road down there that is on the public space, on the public gazette, that you guys can go use it. Go open it. If you have to construct a road, there's a public road down there on DEE MWANGO's construction down there. They need to go and construct it.
Wanaenda. Lakini mimi ningeomba mseo ndani. Kuna barabara pale chini. Ile ndio ingekuja kwa huyu msichana anachenga hapo. Tena ni karibu kutoka hapa mpaka hapo. Ni karibu.
Hey, there's a public road down there. If you want to use it, you guys, you can go construct it, you know. But now, instead of using the personal properties and force it to people to use it, you know, use the public road down there. Why don't you guys go and construct it? So There's another brother of this man, Chacha, the other man that you saw fighting, or maybe not fighting, like being fought by Marwa and Gunmo. If you remember that clip that I played. So he was here claiming that when he came asking questions that why are these people running on my crops and my gates, Marwa and his goons, they beat him with a log of tree, they injured him. That's what he was claiming. So what are they even talking about? Let me play that part here.
Na hata ukweli wakati mara ya kwanza walileta mawe, ukweli walinigongea gate.
So this is the man that you saw in the clip where Mogesi and Mogesi, this uncle, actually he had this, not this blue shirt, the other one, the other time he had a purple or pink, whatever, purple shirt. And he was asking, why are these people doing this? And he went physical on them. So he's complaining that the first time they came, they hit his gate, they hit his fence, and he corrected it. So the next time they came, they passed on his crops and all that. When he asked Gunmo and Maro, they worked on them very seriously. And from there, they ran to the police to come and arrest them.
Na niko na watoto wadogo, hata kuna mtoto wa kijana wangu kadogo kalikuwa kanatambaa. Walikuwa wanakuja pale, wakitaka wapige kwenda chini, wanakuja mpaka kwa gate yangu. Unaona? Hata
they could come to his gate, they knocked his gate. When he said that, you know, they started fighting him. Let me play that part where he said Maro and Gunmo, they fought him.
Wa ndugu yangu akaleta watu, hata mmoja ni ndugu ya Manyiti ya Chenge, kwamba wachimbe kwa mandisi yangu warekebishe hiyo njia. Ndio maana nikaka.
So the thing that brought a lot of chaos this time around was that after giving the road, Maro again insisted that they should go. Maro and DEE they insisted they should go to his land to dig maram. That maram they were pouring on the road, they should go and dig maram from his land again to come and make the road. So he said, no, I just gave you the road. You don't have to come again and dig maram from my road, from my land, to go and fix your road. Go buy maram from somewhere else. So from there it brought chaos. They started fighting him. They even injured him.
Kasema mwezi njia nimewapatia na tena ikiharibika tena mnachimba kwa shamba langu kwamba mna repair. Si muende mlete Moulamu msipe. Mbona yule mama hakuna siku aliniambia achimbe kwa shamba langu. Alikuwa anapitisha vizuri. Ndio hiyo kijana kaanza fujo hivi. Hata kuna harama hapa kubwa nikiwaonyesha mtashangaa.
So he was saying he even have a very big wound here, like a very big injury that they injured him somewhere in his stomach. So if he can show them, they would be shocked. And from there, they came doing what? Arresting the whole people. And he said that CONDAD was threatening them that he will take them to the police, and they will have to sell all their property. And like, let me play that for you, so that I guess that would be my last. One more time, big shout out to Ernesto for that video. He did a very massive job over there. Thank you, Ernesto, for this video. And you guys can check the original video after this. At least promote him, okay? At least now you understand what I was talking about. So when you watch the video, you can join the dots, even if you don't understand the language. But now I've broken it down for you, you can understand it. So let me play the last part where Mr. Machiko was explaining how Ondari now is going around in the village, threatening or saying a lot of threats that he will have them arrested, this whole family, and they will spend millions and millions of money handling this case until they sell the whole property of them handling the case.
Unajua mtoto anatuambia baba, sikia yule mzee Ondari ni rafiki yako alikuwa kabisa, lakini alikuwa anapita hapa anasema tunataka sasa tumeanza tuwasafirishe.
You hear this this man's kid came home telling him, Dad, Mr. Ondari used to be your friend, but now he's walking on the streets here saying that he will need to clear you all from the village. He will have you all arrested, and you will spend a lot of money. You'll sell your whole land handling this case. You'll have millions and millions of money spent to handle your case, and now eventually you have to sell your whole property. That's why these villagers are really mad.
Usa hilo shamba, msikie mambo kama hayo. Mse mzima kama huyu. Tangia hayo matukio yafanyike, hakuna siku amewahi kucha niulize mse, mbona ulikuwa rafiki yangu? Kwani hawa watoto wanakufanyaje? Tuele sana. Lakini siku mbona ndio huyu.
He say, he's the man. If I'm lying, you can ask him. So if you think I'm lying, you can ask him. He's here. So bottom line is, this whole mess has been here for that longer. If you join lady, maybe you may ask, what really happened? There's a video that I got from Mogesi the other time to connect with this. When this man came asking why these people passing the trucks here, you saw how Marwa and Gunmo acted. Let me play that clip in a minute, so that at least you understand what I'm talking about.
Bro, this is what we call stupidity. Bro, Peter in a good manners, bro. Respect villagers. Respect villagers. Hakuna. Kuna baadhi ya vitu zenye inafaa. Angalia. This nonsense. Guys, this nonsense. Ona. This nonsense. This nonsense. Stupidity. Hakuna. Hakuna.
Unajua anaongea ujinga. Anaongea ujinga.
Hakuna. Pita pole pole bro. Pita pole pole. Pita pole pole. Gonga hii.
Unaonyesha meno hakuna.
Gonga hii. Hapa kuna njia government. There is no hakuna njia government hapa.
Hii barabara. Wewe. Kaza kufunga hata wewe.
There is what we call law. Kuna kitu inaitwa sheria. Jina fai pita.
Hata betona ba muratori. Hata betona ba muratori. Gutebiri.
Urante vya nuka mbohunu.
Mimi mzee na kuheshimu.
Kuna njia pita hapa.
Mzee na kuheshimu.
Kuna njia inapita hapa.
Kuongelesha. Mzee na kuongelesha.
Tevi Marwa akemwe. Kuna njia inapita hapa. Hata wewe unajua mimi sijaongea vibaya.
Hata betona ba muratori.
Kuna njia inapita hapa.
Wana huko heta. Wana huko heta. Huko heta wewe. Hayo huko heta.
Pesa si okay.
Wana huko heta.
Angalia kama zile nini zimekanyaga vizuri.
Unapita wapi?
Angalia kama zile nini. Zile those alvejes.
Hii kamera haiendi popote pale. Na ulikuwa mbaya. Foto na raha.
Pesa.
Foto na raha.
Marwa.
Achana muruna. Shika aje mu.
Mungu mmoja yendi popote. Mungu mmoja mlisi.
Hata mkitango atriento. Hata mkitango atriento. Tango atriento.
All right. So basically, you see, that is what was happening there, and they started fighting, and the other man is complaining now. From that fracas, he was injured seriously, and the next time, again, when the Murimi and the other Murimi, that drunk Murimi, they came fighting and saying that him and his sons, they were fighting Murimi. So DEE MWANGO brought police to arrest them. So he said in the fracas he got injured seriously, and now they got arrested again. So they're asking Kondari and his sons, even DEE MWANGO is a son. Like if they don't act accordingly, they will have to go the legal route, the legal way. And now, I don't know. Anyway, it was a whole thing, and I saw another, the other man called Chris the Great. He spoke there. He said everyone is entitled to, they can, everyone there has the equal right, even if it's police. Nobody owns the police. It was a good conversation over there. So now you understand what went down there. So I believe that the Marwas and DEE MWANGO, they escaped this meeting because it was so intense, and there is nothing they could answer in this meeting. If they came here speaking the same nonsense, I believe villagers won't be cool, because you heard how CONDAD was speaking, and our villagers were, you can't force people on their personal property. So I really think that if they don't find a solution to this, it's gonna lead to somewhere bad, really tough. Anyway, what do we say? Shenanigans here and there every day, but DEE MWANGO really need to think about how she need to handle some issues. You can't really use force and threats everywhere, even Nairobi. This is not the village, DEE MWANGO. Okay, this is not the village. And even if the village, I've seen now they've started waking up, and I really like it. Waking up, and now they're wanting to fight for their rights. Perfect way to go. Anyway, I don't want to waste much of your time. I mean, take much of your time, because you took your time to watch my videos, and I really want to appreciate everyone who's watching this video right now. If you watch this end, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this whole thing, the Rosio thing, the MARWA thing, the DEE MWANGO thing, and the villagers thing. What do you thought about it? Let's share your thoughts down in the comment section below. And don't forget to check Ernesto's video that I used as a receipt. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Check you out in the next one. Thank you for watching. My name is JT. This is right here, JT Podcast. And just like always, some things never change, do they? They don't. It was nice having you all. Like the video before you go and subscribe. Adios.
A tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster. A reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change.